All right, yo, guys, welcome back to the Johnny Brown Show, episode 6. I got my mans here, my guys, Kenny Blackwell, and I got my man Jason Davis here.
Hey.
Fellas, how we doing? How we doing?
Yo, what's happening, bro? It's your boy Jason Davis. Don't sleep. You feel me?
Kenny,
Name's
how we
Kenny.
feeling?
Father of 2, husband of 1, liver of life. Simple as that. I can't get much more simple than that.
Can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that. That's what's up.
Black father of 2.
Hey,
black young father of 2. Let's get that straight.
You heard?
Under 30, you feel me?
Taking
Under
care of his
30.
motherfucking kids, cuz.
25. They didn't think we would make it.
You know what I mean?
Look where we at. Chilling. But nah, alright. So, alright, get into your critique. Tell us what you're about to say about Drake not being a great rapper.
Alright, so here's the deal. Alright, so here's the deal on Drake. I'm coming at him because he's seen as the best by a lot of people. I don't believe he is the best, but a lot of people are saying he is the best.
He's the most popular.
He is definitely the most popular, but I don't believe he's the best, and here is why, okay? Drake reaches a broader audience. I would respect him 1,000 times more as an R&B artist.
You say he reaches a broader audience?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, he reaches a broader audience because he's multi-talented, quote unquote.
Multifaceted is a better word.
Yeah, that is a better word. But I mean, regardless, I think he's a great singer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's not Whitney Houston, but he's not trying to be. Okay, I would respect him if he was like, I'm an R&B artist, and we could just leave it at that. And he raps occasionally. I'd be like, all right, you know what? I fools with it. But no, Drake is a rapper. Okay, so let's go with that. All right. So let's. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, let's say he doesn't have ghostwriters. None of us are in the studio with him. We don't know. Let's say he doesn't have ghostwriters. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, even still, bar for bar, lyric for lyric, he's just mediocre. You feel me? Like, I don't think he's a bad rapper. Like, there are definitely way worse rappers. Ghostwriters are not than Drake. Definitely way worse rappers. But there are 1,000% way better rappers than Drake. The only issue is those rappers aren't reaching as big of an audience. I've said this probably to y'all two specifically on Facebook a number of times, but I know for a fact that maybe everyone who listening has heard it. My mom might listen to a song called God's Plan. Might even like it. Might be able to get with the lyrics. My mom will never listen to an album called To Pimp a Butterfly. Obviously, Kendrick is a better lyricist and rapper than Drake in every way.
Yes.
However, Drake reaches a broader audience. He has party music. He has some songs that go in a little more lyrically than others. But like,
But I think that's what makes him a better artist overall, though, because I don't classify him as a rapper. I classify Drake as just an artist.
I think he is a great artist. I think he is a smart business decision. He's good. Like, he knows his audience. He knows exactly what they want. He's gonna give it to
And
them.
Wayne said it best. We're gonna be all right if we keep Drake on every hook.
You know, that is annoying because he's not wrong. Put Drake on the record, it's gonna sell.
They did add or pose one question. Well, is the Drake feature essentially that look, giving that look essentially? Mm-hmm. Does it hold the same power that it did maybe 5 years ago?
That's what I'm saying, because he's only growing in the industry right now. Like, Drake kind of is on top. Like, I hate to admit it, but like,
I feel like he's kind of. I feel like with so much that he's given as far as like bodies of work, because he's given us a lot of music. Yeah. I feel like he's just a veteran at this point. Like, he's an old head compared to who's coming in. You feel me? Because but essentially aren't the baby and him almost the same age?
I don't know how old the baby.
Well, me to be brutally honest, I believe that the reason why people put Drake in that conversation is because he reaches the white folks. If you want if you want something to be commercially successful in America, make sure the little white girls like it. Remember when Justin Bieber first came out, he had women out here, little girls out here slitting their wrists for him because he allegedly smoked weed. They were like, I can't live in a world where Justin Bieber smokes weed with slitting their wrists. Drake reaches that exact same audience. Those same white girls that was slitting their wrists for Justin is now twerking their asses for Drake. They're now 18, 19 years old. They have jobs, so they choose to spend their money on. They're spending their money on Drake's music on Spot. They're getting Spotify Premium, listen to Drake. They're getting Apple Music Premium, listen to Drake. They're getting Pandora Premium and listen to Drake.
As far as now, getting back as far as topic now, I mean, yeah, you do see Drake more towards that white crowd versus Jay-Z, but essentially, I mean, when it comes to bar versus bar,
it's Jay by a country mile.
He's up there.
Yeah, not even.
Drake can't even.
He's up there for me.
Drake can't even piss in the same state as Jay-Z as far as
Give me your top 5 rappers. Give me your top 5 rappers.
Like dead or alive, or just alive.
I would say all mine are alive right now.
Yeah. All of mine are alive right
Wait,
now.
yeah, all mine are alive right now.
Not my top 5. Well,
all right, fine. Yeah,
Let me-
top 5.
most of them are alive.
Let me just put it out there. Tupac and Biggie are great, and I love them, but there are greater rappers out there.
Yeah, like I don't know. Biggie was ill. Like
I put Biggie.
First of all,
I put Biggie as number 5.
First of all, between the two, lyrically, I'm putting Tupac over Biggie any day of the week.
Oh, you're drunk tonight.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
Tupac was a fucking poet. Biggie was a dope MC. I ain't putting that past him. But if we're talking about just them two, I'm sorry, I'm putting Tupac over.
Nigga, Biggie said he suck on your daddy's dick. Fuck what you talking about?
Oh, yeah, and that's what makes him the best. That's what does it for you? That
would have been the hill that I would die
That's
on.
what I'm saying. I feel like you're making my argument for me right now, my God.
That right there, that is Biggie's creme de la creme.
But yeah,
And then you added creme de la creme on top.
Yeah,
of
nah,
it.
bro,
Like,
you ain't doing yourself no favor.
That is his creme de la. Wow. Okay. You just put B.I.G. out there. Where do y'all rate? Real quick. All right, give me your top 5 real quick. And
Top
then I'll ask
5.
my next.
You want to go first?
Of all time or active?
All time.
All time.
All right, number 1 is Rakim.
Respectable.
Every rapper of the 90s from New York took his flow and his style. He was the first rapper to be lyrical, to not have to cuss to sell records, and to use that kind of New York, the quintessential New York kind of offbeat, fast, boom bap. He invented boom bap.
No, Curtis bloated. I ain't no joke.
That was not boom bap. Rakim invented boom bap.
Asking,
And then number 2, this is not who's the best selling, but the best skill-wise.
It's your top 5.
Okay. Rakim. I put Big Daddy Kane number 2. Dope as fuck.
He does not get the recognition he deserves, and I appreciate that.
Dope as fuck.
I've never heard of Big Daddy Kane.
Smooth.
So
You probably have.
You have, but you don't know it's him.
You probably just didn't know it was him. Just like I didn't know Joe Budden was.
Yeah.
Dope. He's stupidly dope. Number 3 had to be Black Thought from the Roots.
Oh my God.
People sleep. They take a nap on that man. They
hate
sleep
my
on
top
that
5.
man.
All the way.
Black Thought is
Black Thought is
Dude is
ridiculous.
ridiculous. I love him.
Number 4. I have to gotta put my boy Hove, aka Jay-Z, and number 5 would be Biggie.
Hola, Ovito. Like that joint was hard.
So okay, so my top 5. All right. I'm trying to decide if I'm about to put these in order or not. That's the whole issue. I'm gonna just say them. I'm gonna let y'all be the judge. All right. Andre 3000. Okay.
Ooh,
I'm not even.
he's my number 6.
The fact that he has never had his own solo album is arguably the worst thing to ever happen to hip hop, and I'm mad that it still has happened. He's still alive. Hopefully it happens, but we'll pray
Probably
about
not.
it. Probably not.
You know why? He said that, right? He said that.
I saw that
He
fucking
said,
interview.
I don't want to put out a body of work that won't reach my fans' expectations.
And he says he's not inspired. I'm like, bro, you're killing me right now.
I
But,
mean, I could understand why he's not inspired.
like, it's fair. You know what I'm saying?
It
But
sucks, but I get it.
yeah. Okay. 2, Toby Wigway. Straight up.
I heard
He is still relatively new, but like
he's dope.
after I heard his whole first album, lyrically and talent wise, he is right up there with the greats. He is a monster, and it's fucking stupid. Gambino.
Okay,
Do we
Drake
consider
Gambino
Gambino a rapper though?
Yes.
I'm telling you right
His
now,
whole
if
first
he
two
doesn't
albums-
make
his
another
first two
album,
Because I remember back in the early days.
Yeah, his
when he
first
came
2
out,
albums
he
was
rapping,
straight rap, but he just sung a little
and then
bit.
he switched. Okay.
I think that Redbone was Gambino's version of like To Pimp a Butterfly. It was something different.
It was.
That album?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he was approaching music from a different standpoint.
Yeah.
So it sounds differently. Like he wasn't.
I appreciated it.
You feel
It
me?
wasn't my favorite album, but I did appreciate
the
it.
album that had Bonfire on it was my favorite album. Was it
Who?
Camp?
Camp? Yas?
That
Dude, bars for days. Bars on top of bars on top
that
of
shit made me have the
bars.
stink face when I heard that.
I hate that song. After a while, like when I first heard it,
You didn't
I
like
hated
it?
I didn't like it at first, but then like it grew on me.
My
After a
God.
while.
The
He
hype.
definitely
Ultimate
grew
hype
on me.
song. Okay, and then okay, this is 4. So we're gonna say Method Man.
Dope as hell. Dope as hell.
And then 5, goddamn.
Make you think, man.
We're gonna say Baz. B-A-S.
Oh, he's
From,
on
Jake-
Dreamville, right?
Yeah,
He's new.
cool. Word. Okay, so check this out. My top 5. My number 1 is Jay-Z.
I can understand why you say that. I can understand that.
It's a fair argument.
Yeah.
If you would say
Yeah,
Drake, I would
yeah,
probably
yeah.
kick you. It's fine.
I'd have to
number
leave.
2.
I'd have to leave.
My number
Can't
2
help.
is J. Cole. My My number 2 is J. Cole.
That's respectable.
Actually, I respect that.
Number 3 is Shady, like Eminem. Like Eminem is my,
That's
is in my top.
understandable.
Okay.
I understand.
This list is not as bad as you made it seem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Hove, Cole, M. Those are all respectable names in the industry.
Names.
My number 4
Better be Drake.
is definitely Drake.
Oh my god,
It's definitely Drake.
Oh, this
But
took
like-
a turn. Let me fucking tell you.
But then my number 5 is Kendrick Lamar.
I fucked with Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
Kendrick Lamar is
he's in my
love.
top 20 of all time.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys that are like, you know, around
Kanye.
mid-30s,
Yeah.
you know, Kanye West, he's in my top 20.
Yeah.
I'll put him up there because his producing skills.
Pusha T.
Pusha T is my favorite rapper of all time. That's my favorite.
Word?
He's not my
Push?
Yeah.
I mean, I like him, but of all time, goddamn.
I'm
what do you
biased,
think about
I'm
it?
biased. I'm
Oh,
biased.
shit.
I'm from Virginia. He's from Virginia.
It's
I'm biased.
Push.
But don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Pusha go crazy.
Like,
Pusha goes.
Santeria. Ooh.
My only problem with Pusha is he a cocaine cowboy for the past decade, bro. Change your lyrical content.
No,
Actually,
no. I want all of that content from.
Anyway,
I need all.
You know, back to
When I'm
Kanye.
writing-
We got
Kanye.
He dropped down out of my top 10 because I found out he had ghostwriters. But before that, as far as rappers, what he says be dope as shit. Like, he's a dope rapper. It's just that he don't be writing it.
I told my wife. My wife called me, asked me when I'll be home. I told her to run a bubble bath and float in that motherfucker like a hovercraft.
Look, literally just look up who be ghostwriting shit for people. It'll blow your mind.
Jay got a lot of credit.
Most of it's Jay-Z. What if Jay-Z's Drake's ghostwriter?
This is why Jay-Z's fucking loaded, low key, bro. Like, I mean, yeah, he makes good music on his own, but like, bro, this guy being everybody.
Like, he's there.
oh, God.
He's behind the scenes. Not even. He'll put his hands in shit. Won't even. You know what I mean.
And like,
But
just
like-
fire verses.
But anyway, back to Kanye.
But yeah, back to Kanye. Kanye, he just never hit for me. Like, I don't know why, but like, it just didn't do it for me. Like, lyrically, I'm putting him in the same category as Kid Cudi.
Okay.
Which is not a roast, because I love Kid Cudi, and Kid Cudi is a good rapper.
I'm not mad at
But
that.
like,
It's a certain type.
For
of
me
rap.
personally, I'm not mad.
yeah, like, I don't think Kid Cudi's a bad rapper, but
I
like,
put
people,
Travis Scott in that list too because they were essentially producers, not originally rappers. So
If you notice, when music, this might be kind of controversial. Music is at its best point before label owners push the narrative.
Yeah.
I even came to question maybe Machine Gun Kelly was an industry plant. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
I know that's wild.
Let's just nip this in the bud real quick.
I think MGK was just a white boy who could spit, and he had his fans. That the same.
I'm sorry, Kels. I didn't mean it like
It's
that.
the
Here's
same.
the deal.
The same people who like Eminem. The
Fuck
same
with
people who like
MGK,
him.
which was the
Exactly.
point of him essentially going on that rap. You know him rapping, but he can legit spit. Other than most
He's all right.
artists that I see.
He's decent.
I feel like you are
Versus
glorifying this guy a
no,
little
I'm
too
saying-
much now.
I'm just saying in comparison, like if you take, I say like Machine Gun Kelly and Mac Miller and compare them to somebody like NF. NF isn't
NF
really
is
a hip hop.
trash.
My point. But
like
you could then say I'd put him in a different or a better higher class.
for reference though,
So,
I'm
yeah,
gonna be honest with you. No, even throwing no shade. I put NF and MGK in like the same category.
Okay, no, that's fine.
I just
That's
don't
fine.
think MGK was that. Like he has some bangers.
He definitely
But,
has a better
like-
lane in rock or punk. But I mean, I love that hip hop has become more like a universal thing.
I'm just
so-
afraid it'll take the same route as country music, rock and roll, and jazz.
How so?
I'm afraid it'll take the same route as in the blues is the basis of most modern music styles. Blues is the ancestor of jazz, country, and rock and roll, right? Who invented blues music? Slaves, black slaves. That became jazz and country and rock and roll. Black people invented all of that. Low key,
I just hate the sound. Sorry, real quick.
sorry.
I hate to sound like culturally cocky. I hate to feel like black people did everything for black people did, but like
But it's
it
true.
kind of did though. That's
It's true.
exactly what
I had
happened.
an argument with a guy for 3 hours, and I was like, black people in America have pushed the culture for the past 100 years. Worldwide culture.
Yep.
Musically, artistically, fashion. Like, right now, you go to Japan, you see motherfuckers wearing Jordans.
I wonder how many.
But I'm saying black people have been pushing the culture for a very long time. So when you talk about the origins of black music, here's what the fucked up
Or
part
music
is.
period.
The fucked up part about that period of time, the 30s and the 40s, black people were making rock and roll. Black people were making country. White people wouldn't buy it until a white artist would perform it. So like Elvis, people call him the king of rock and roll. I'm like, you mean he was the best white person to imitate rock and roll?
Yeah.
From the way he danced, the way he sung, And the way the instruments were played behind him, it was all done 15 years before he even came on the scene. He was in diapers.
Yeah.
It just wasn't popular because black people were looked at as second class, less than citizens. Mm-hmm. So we couldn't push our music the way that they could, that white people could at that point in time. Well, and he was a pedophile.
Also that, and I'm like, wow.
We finna get
and came up in the church. I'm like, what? And this was just like,
he was
okay,
like
cool.
30, and his wife was like 13, 14 when they got married.
Like, this is why this dude was known for the peanut butter and banana sandwiches, because this nigga was making kids for his wife. I'm like, I hate it. It was awful.
No wonder he was making peanut butter banana sandwiches.
I'm not saying. It was the R. Kelly before R. Kelly. Like, it was crazy. It really was.
I got some controversial opinions about that.
I'm dead, bro. All right. Now, we did just witness some nonsense. Did we ever?
Essentially, we as a country are seeing the true face of America. No, not us.
We're seeing two different sides.
Black folks already know what America really looks like.
We knew what it was.
Put like this. White folks have been seeing the Instagram version of America for a very long time. They've seen America prim, proper, filtered, with all types of Photoshop
algorithms.
Black folks see her before she puts that shit on. That's the America we live in. That's what we see on a daily basis. What it's
ass
really
out,
like.
naked.
You feel me? No makeup, no filter, no Photoshop. Flabbing. We see it all.
So that's the fat lady that's singing.
Yeah, America. Basically,
it's all there.
A lot of these people, I'm not going to say what race it was, they, for their entire lives, have never really been told no.
That baby is light-skinned. That baby right there is light-skinned. That baby right there is rice-skinned.
They have never been told no. They've never been told you lose. They've never been told your way can't happen. Politically speaking, financially speaking, economically speaking, they've always had their way. Even if it was the right side or the left side.
That whole thing was white privilege at its final form. And like, people want to make it like I mean, not...
It was
patriotic. Luckily, like a lot, at least from what I'm seeing, some more white people are becoming more privy to understanding what white privilege is. But it's still, for a lot of people who don't understand it, it's more or less about what you're allowed to get away with. Like, for example, literally trying to overthrow the Capitol for one reason, and then having the cops walk your old ass down the stairs on the way out. That is what white privilege is. You feel me? And like, people had the nerve to be like, "Yo, Black Lives Matter did this shit," and nobody said nothing. Bro,
I saw some black
people.
We're
literally, oh my god, it literally hurt me to my soul.
Yeah, bro. I was just like, where Antifa did it, and it was just
and that's another thing. Like, bro, really? Antifa was there? That's what y'all said? I literally ran the Capitol as if the fucking ballots were there for whatever reason, and it'd be like, "Nah, bro, Trump lost. We should riot." I'm like, are you guys
like when Mitt Romney lost
now?
Against Obama? Essentially, like, I didn't see all of this then.
That's what I'm saying.
That's because Trump is very divisive.
He is, but
he knows how to deliver on the emotion of a particular demographic.
There is one single thing that was outside of Trump's control that I can't blame him for, and that's what it is. It's the growth of social media.
Yeah.
Now obviously it's going to grow more and more, but like when George Bush's term ended and Obama got into office,
that's when it started.
Social media was nothing like it was right now. And people really be riding for this dude, like, bro. Like how? That's what's crazy. Like, you'll never see me at a Biden rally. I know a couple.
I know a couple of Trumpers.
Do you?
Yeah.
We all know
I
white
just
people.
don't. Two of them blocked me recently.
Yeah, like I just didn't understand that, but then it just kind of just like, all right, you know what? Like, I love you regardless. So do you?
Nah, fuck that.
It's to a point. Like,
nah, fuck that.
Yeah, nah, bro. Like,
hey,
especially
while you're in there, please.
It's especially after recent events. It's like, fuck. No, I'm Gucci. Yeah, but like after recent events, definitely, it's like, bro, there's no logical reason, and because like the only real defense I'm ever seeing from people is like, "Boy, you think Biden's any better, bro?"
I never said that.
Let me be very clear. No one's riding for Biden, okay?
And I know Biden's trash too. They're all trash.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no one's riding for Biden, but you got me fucked up if you think the only reason that I'm gonna support Trump is because he's not Biden. You got me fucked all the way up. And same for Biden. Like, I don't love Biden, but at least we already know Trump is crazy in office. You feel me? Like, why would I vote after everything that has happened and you won't be able to, all right, let's do it again? No.
Yeah.
No, bro, no. Like, Biden's crazy and fucking weird. But only one of them was friends with Epstein. If we're gonna talk about lesser evils, you feel me? So I mean, it's a whole thing.
My thing with Biden is he has a track record of racism as well in politics.
Yeah.
But it's like Trump is racist too. So what do we do?
That's what I'm saying. Like
I want either Bernie or I wanted to be either Yang with Bernie as VP or Bernie with Yang as VP.
That'd been great.
I think Bernie would have beat Trump even more so. And I think it would have been a less controversial win. I think the Trump supporters wouldn't have been as mad.
Maybe, because you know Trump supporters, there was always like, "Oh man, Bernie want to give everything for free, good, you feel me? I had to pay for each shit."
But that's what I don't understand. Why are people mad that Bernie wants to give things for free that is going to end up helping them in their future? And it's
I'll
just
tell you why. It's the human condition. They felt like, hey, we had to struggle to pay for all our shit. You better have to struggle to pay for all your shit. That's not fair. I hate that mentality. Like, bro, no, you should want people to thrive. I don't understand. I hate it. I hate it.
People be so stupid they don't realize a healthier and better educated country will be more prosperous.
Literally everybody wins. Like, we can all eat. I don't understand. People not only dismiss, like, proven facts, they dismiss the authorities that prove these facts. So it's not that they just don't believe the scientific facts. They be like, no, man, these scientists are paid by the government or some crazy conspiracy theory. It's like, bro.
Don't get me wrong. It's important to be skeptical. It's important to be questioning everything. But it's also important when someone answers that question, shut the fuck up and accept it.
Exactly.
Even if it hurts your feelings.
And, like, literally, it's shit like that, and then people will go around and say, but, like, no, bro, I don't accept it. All right, you are free to disprove them. But until you do not say...
Show me evidence.
Yeah,
show me the evidence. Show me your work.
Don't say your way of thinking is correct if you haven't proven it. Because the way that you don't believe is correct and has been proven. And people will spread that lie, like that whole flat earth bullshit. I'm just like, oh my God, people really be out here.
Context is essentially dying.
Yep.
Yes.
Context is dying because everybody only reads those headlines and they don't press on the article.
I forget, it was...
I'll be sharing them articles like it's nothing.
It was a Scooby-Doo show. It was an episode of Scooby-Doo, and Freddie was like... He was being interviewed. He's like, "See, you guys are lying and saying that I said something crazy like I hate Coolsville, whatever. I would never say that." And then it showed the actual news clip. It literally just said, and Freddie said, "I hate Coolsville." I'm like, bruh, it's a kid show, but it's perfectly demonstrating
exactly
how it works. And it's like, I'll say this: I don't believe that Trump did all bad for America. He did some good things. Yeah. I'm not going to deny that. Yeah. You feel me? I was looking at his accomplishments. There's few, but there's some. I looked at everything he did bad. I tried to press the article. My computer crashed. It was such a big page.
The government? No, man. But that's how people think, though. Yeah. They didn't want you to look. No, they didn't want you to see this.
I'm a firm... Trump is the... I'll say this is the reason why Trump got elected. He is the white people's version of Obama.
I'll give you that.
What I mean is, Obama made black folks feel safe for the first time in America. He made us feel catered to. When he said, "Yes, we can,"
he was talking about us.
It was like a war cry. If we felt something in our spirit,
he was talking to all of us.
Listen, I heard a motherfucking drum beat when he said that. "Yes, we can." I went for a run with no shoes. Right. I went for a run with no shoes on when he said that shit. Okay.
This nigga right here.
He said, "Yo, I was damn near half-assed."
I named 3 of my dogs Simba in 2008 because of that. You feel me? I felt something deep in my black soul. He made black folks feel safe. He made us feel like y'all are important, y'all matter, and that your needs are going to be met. Yeah, did it happen?
Yeah.
I mean,
politics. What do you?
Yeah. And I mean, Obama ain't perfect. Obama did some shady shit. He did some fucking scandals.
Indeed.
I mean, but he was fun. I mean, he was. Here's the thing, really. Presidency, really, for real, they're not really in charge. They just a figurehead.
That's what I'm saying.
To be real with you.
And they politicians at the end of the day.
But so, I mean, if we're, politics is going to be politics.
What did my man's Reagan say? He said the worst 6 or 8 words that you can hear is "Hi, I'm from the government and I'm here to help."
What's funny?
So that's why I'm very
Trump,
interested.
for his whole presidency, he had the Senate and he had and the difference between Democrat and Republican. It was a Democratic ran House, but it wasn't that much more Democrats than Repubs. So it's like, bruh, you had your niggas was in office. Do your shit you was talking about doing. Like he he said I was gonna do this, and this. Mm-hmm. He did none of it, but his niggas was the one backing him. I'm like, bro, your niggas is here, dude. Like, dog, what's the hold up here?
Yep, bro. This man said we're building 3 miles of wall per day.
I'm like, my guy.
On what planet? I mean, not on this Earth.
Boy, who are you talking to, guy? Like, come on now.
Are you playing Minecraft?
That's what I'm saying.
There's not a wall in sight.
This man playing Clash of Clans.
That's why I knew from rip that Trump was going to be a problem. One, because the dude is a celebrity, not a politician. 2, the MAGA, that whole saying. I was like, make America great again. Fam, what part are we looking to emulate? I don't know if you've noticed, but it kind of gets worse for black people the further back you go. So, like, what do you mean make America great again?
No, what he meant was...
I know what he meant.
Make America great for 40-plus-year-old white men again. That's what he meant.
I was just like, nah,
I don't know. Essentially,
it became a battle cry for racists.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, bro, like, that's really fucked up.
He'll never come out blatantly and say something racist. Not that he's the president. Maybe when he, leaves, he'll start back to his racist talk. But basically, it's called a dog whistle, where basically it won't be outwardly racist, but the racists will hear it and internalize what he's saying. Like,
oh, he knows how I feel.
You ain't calling us a nigger, but you calling us a nigger.
Like diet
you
nigger.
feel me? Like it's diet
capital
racism.
ER.
Yeah,
You
and
feel me?
one thing that was pointed out to me recently, and I'm not gonna say, hey, all white people, you guys just start saying that word. No, we'll probably lose a lot of lives. Okay, but
a lot.
In my idea of a perfect world, it's either gonna be like in my perfect world. I mean, when racism is gone. Now I know we are generations away from that, along from a lot of other things. But in that perfect world, that word is gonna be either decriminalized, but it can only happen by black people. Like, it's gonna come down to us. Hey, cool. We should not give that word as much power as we give it. Either that, or we treat the word like taboo, and either everybody can say it or nobody can say it, almost like a curse word.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, not just the N word, racial slurs universally.
In general.
You know what I mean?
The reason why racism will never die is because it's a taught behavior. Anything that's learned and taught is very hard. You have to actively unteach, unlearn. You have to.
But no one's born racist. Yeah.
Basically,
exactly. All right. Now, I mean, one question I have for y'all. Now you stated Biden's pushing 80. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that we talked about on the last episode was the life expectancy of Americans has gone up. It's definitely changed. Mm-hmm. But do you think if something, because 4 years is a lot on an 80-year-old.
Yeah.
So at that point, we also then have to look at the question, well, all right, if it does come down to something happens to Joe, God forbid, then Kamala steps in. Mm-hmm. So at that point, how do you think, one, that's going to change the country in general? I want to say, really, how do you think that's going to change for black people that we have a black woman in office, as president?
I was going to say it would start the Civil War.
That's what I thought.
If Joe Biden drops out and Kamala Harris becomes president, white folks, Trumpers, is going to lose their fucking minds. It will start the Civil War. Just Biden being elected caused a fucking the domestic terrorism attack on our capital. Mm-hmm. Where's that dude that, what's his name? Olympus Has Fallen. But forget him. Yes, get him in here. Olympus Has Fallen, motherfucker.
What's that movie with, not to get on a tangent, but Jamie Foxx and Channing Tatum, White House Down?
Yeah.
White House Down.
I love that movie, too. They came up at the same time. I was like, what is this? They're making the same movie for two different people.
Channing Tatum was like,
crazy.
Hold my beer.
Anyway, it would be catastrophic. It'll have the same effect on America that Obama did.
Mm-hmm.
Where
exactly.
The reason why Trump got elected isn't because he was super because he was super charismatic and because he spoke to people. It was because America had black people was winning for too long.
Yeah.
We won for 2 straight terms. We had a black president who was having fucking B.B. King and Patti LaBelle coming to the White House to sing for him. Aretha Franklin was singing for him.
Who else was there? Beyonce, Jay was in there.
Nigga, he was dunking at the White House. He was dunking at the White. Ain't one president dunked at the White House ever. He was out there, scoop. Yep. You know what I mean? He was out there balling on niggas. He was taking pictures with all kind of like black celebrities. He was very black culture forward. Mm-hmm. So the closeted racists couldn't stand it. They couldn't stomach the thought that black culture is running our country right now.
Yep.
So they said, well, we need to get the least black culture person we can find. There's nothing sanctified about him, and people still just...
And people like dead ass be like, yeah, I support that.
Well, but no, I mean, so you believe that it'll start a civil war because of pretty much a nation divided. I mean,
yeah, it'll be more
divided at this point. We've been 100%. Divided since June.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's just like, all right, well, if we're going to be divided, then I'm going to have to fight y'all. So it's like crazy. We've had how many civil wars? One?
Just one.
Yeah. Civil War 2 could potentially be coming in the next 8 years.
Civil War 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Exactly.
And that's what's going to come down to.
Captain America, Civil War 2.
I don't believe it'll happen outright, like as far as to the point where people is like getting like people's going to run into your house and kill you.
Yeah.
But I do believe there'll be acts of domestic terrorism where they'll
vandalizations 100%. All over the place.
Yeah, or they'll come to an event that's for Biden with a whole bunch of guns and like block entrance and like.
And I guarantee you, if it ever pops off like that, they're gonna be like, "Oh, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter." This, like, bro,
what is so wrong about me not feeling scared to walk outside and then to never come back? Like, I have that paranoia on a daily basis.
Oh, bro.
And it's just like the fact that there are some people out there that acknowledge that they have that freedom, that it's like, I don't think like that because I wasn't taught to, and they know that it's wrong, but it's like, fam, there are people out there that are just like, well,
that's a part of white privilege. All that white privilege means is you don't have any of the negatives of a minority.
Exactly.
You don't get the racial profiling by police. Mm-hmm. You know, there was a dude in an experiment. His name is Jose. He put the exact same resume. One was Jose, like in a Hispanic last name, and then Joe Johnson, right? To the same company. The Jose profile, the exact same resume. The Jose profile didn't even get a call back. Joe got interviewed within like 2 weeks. That stuff happens in America all the time.
Exactly.
So it's like...
it's normal to the fact to where now that it's not becoming normal, a lot of people are like, well, all right, hold on. We got to stop. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
But,
people talk about... I remember I was watching this video. This dude talking about affirmative action, how blacks need to stop doing whatever because of affirmative action. I'm like, you do realize the biggest recipients of affirmative action benefits are white women. It's not even minorities.
Dude, exactly. I'm just like, bro, I'm not. Sorry about the burp. Cut false alarm. But yeah, like, I'm still not over the fact how I got like dead ass profile hard at Valentine's Day 2 years ago when they like locked me up for a couple hours. I mean, yeah, we could debate political policy and platforms all day, but like, I know, at least for me, I'm looking at the dude in the fucking seat, which is why I'm always gonna pick Obama over Trump, and not just because he's black, but it's because, sure, politically speaking, his platform and the things he did, yeah, Obama was not the greatest president ever, okay? Far from it, okay? But
he was 10
there
times
were
better than this.
zero scandals. He never cheated on his wife. He didn't rape any children.
Even I mean, like, people tried to say he ate children with Pizzagate and all this.
I actually did hear that. I'm like, what the fuck are people going out
like?
Right
We're really gonna say that this man chopped up children and ate them?
Right?
Really?
Like,
some of y'all rolled with that story.
I just want class to be brought back to the White House. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it was not happening with Trump. Okay.
Like,
I'm not saying it's not happening with Biden, but like, bruh,
definitely brings some dignity back. To
exactly.
As far as
like, why is like the highest position of power, quote unquote, a joke, more or less?
I'm tired of seeing uneducated presidents.
Exactly.
Obama was stupidly educated.
Mm-hmm.
His wife was stupidly educated.
They were all classy. Like, okay, cool. I'm proud of this guy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
when you keep making, we turned the president into a popularity contest.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, what's popular ain't always the best. Drake. So it's just like,
yo, what if Drake becomes president of the United? I mean, he can't because he's from Canada, but. Actually,
what is your biscuit
like,
tonight, bro?
Have, like,
I'm sorry, but like,
only good rappers can be president, I think.
What if Hove becomes president? What would y'all do?
He's a better businessman than Trump.
He'd change the flag to the rock. That'd be dope as fuck.
Throw your rock signs in the air.
We'd really be Rock Nation.
It really would. Beyonce first lady, I wouldn't be mad at
I
it.
wouldn't be mad at that at all. She'd
She'd be the prettiest first lady.
Without a doubt.
But I don't know. Eleanor Roosevelt She had the dumpy.
Oh my god.
And on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and see myself out.
Oh,
All right,
my
well,
God.
it was a beautiful episode.
Yeah.
I'm very glad to have you guys a part of it. Thank you guys for joining me, man.
Heck yeah,
I
that was
really
bad.
hope to have another one. But like, that's episode 6. Also, real quick, check me out at Johnny Flame on Instagram. Also, you know what? Fuck it. You guys know the rest. Anyway, later.